First Lady has a book coming out, a memoir. What do we get from that book? I haven't read it yet. How important is it for her to put that out?
Well, she's a tremendous person, very precise, very accurate. And I do believe she loves her husband. That's probably the biggest surprise to a lot of people, come to think of it.
All right, as I'm sure you know and are anxiously awaiting, Melania Trump has a new book coming out, her memoir titled Just Melania. It's being marketed as a coffee table book, and it's where we can go to get firsthand insight into the inner workings of the former First Lady's mind. And nobody wants that insight, it seems, more than her own husband. Take a look at what Trump had to say about what are the contents of the book.
To our great First Lady, who can draw a crowd? Did you watch me tonight on television, First Lady? People love our First Lady out there. Right? Go out and get a book. She just wrote a book. I hope she said good things about it. I don't know. I didn't. So busy. She just wrote a book called Melania. Go out and buy it. It's great. And if she says bad things about me, I'll call you all up and I'll say, don't buy it, get rid of it.
All right. Well, I mean, like, he didn't read his security briefings. He doesn't seem to prepare for presidential debates. Why would he have read his wife's own book? And I saw a comment out there that I thought was very funny. Somebody said, did Melania read the book? Implying she doesn't write her own stories or speeches or anything like that. Cenk, there's a lot there. What do you think? As a married man, if your wife wrote a book, would you read it?
Yeah, look.
Thank you.
So, of course you would read it. Okay, but would I read it if I'm in the middle of a presidential campaign and my wife wrote a book and I'm not sure if she said bad things about me? Then I would make sure I read it for sure, because that could be relevant. Or I would at least have someone read my wife's book and tell me about it before I can go in front of a huge crowd and go, yeah, my wife came out with a book, didn't read it, pretty busy. But if she says bad things, about you, you didn't bother checking ahead of time. And second of all, look at that assumption. He's worried that she's going to say bad things about him in a book she just released in the middle of the campaign. Let alone the earlier clip where he's like, I know people are gonna be surprised, but I think maybe, I believe, could be that my wife might love me. I know that sounds really weird. No, brother, it doesn't sound weird. Your wife's supposed to love you. But he's so surprised by the idea. Just, yeah, they seem like they've got a great relationship.
Yeah, and we get so few insights into their relationship, and the insights that we do get are not particularly good. We all have seen her scowling when she thinks no one's watching and her slapping his hand away. But there's two camps of people with Melania Trump. A lot of people don't know what to do with her. Some people feel bad for her, as if she's being held in that marriage against her will. I don't personally believe that. But others, they don't feel bad for her at all, because she presumably knows exactly what kind of man she's married to. She knows exactly what kind of marriage she's in. She knows whatever kind of arrangement they have. She doesn't seem to like him. Maybe she does on some level love him. And after his first assassination attempt, she put out a statement saying how much she loved him and how devastated she would be if she lost him. I think that's a normal reaction. But at that point, even that response that she had given, that statement, was a little surprising to people, because it's like, okay, Melania, well, don't tell me, show me. We don't see it. Not that I wonder if people even care, but it is just kind of funny and interesting.
Yeah, look, I don't care about their personal relationship. They like each other, don't like each other. That's their business, not my business.
Good family values, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure, we could point out the hypocrisy on the family values, no question. But to me, it's funny how little prepared he is. Like, that he didn't bother asking anyone what's in my wife's book, let alone read it.
He could have asked Melania what was in the book.
Yeah.
And I guess he didn't talk to her either.
No, but that's exactly right. Yes, so did you have you had a single conversation with your wife in the last year, last 4 years? Did you never asked her what's in the book? You never asked her, hey, did you write about me in the book? But you go in front of the rally and he's like, did she write anything bad? Did she write anything bad? If she did, I'll tell you not to buy it. But for now, I say buy it, because I know you'd be surprised if a wife and a husband like each other. But I'm not sure either. But maybe she does. It depends. I can't read. So can someone read it for me and tell me? just a clown.
Yeah, he has no idea what's normal, like what a normal marriage is even supposed to look like, because all of his marriages have been very strange and very, very unusual. And we know what he did with his ex-wife when he buried her on the golf course. Maybe that's normal for him, but it doesn't resonate with people, I don't think.
Yeah, he has no empathy. He has no ability to connect to any other human being. So the idea of someone like having a loving relationship is just a mystery to him. But one thing that a reporter should ask him is, can you name one book you've read? Because I'm not sure he's ever read a single book. His grades are so bad in high school and college that to this day he hides them and threatens to sue. And he once threatened to arrest anyone who found out what his grades were. We know he didn't read his presidential daily briefings, and they had to put pictures and his name in there to get him to read one page. He's never written any of his own books. Sometimes you won't even know what's in his own books. He didn't read his wife's book. The only story I've ever heard about when they asked him about the Bible, which is your favorite part, he's like, all of it. Couldn't name a single verse in the Bible. Of course, he's never read the Bible. So there's some chance that he's never read a single book in his life.
Yeah. Like everyone knows of a book in the Bible. Even if you haven't read it, you could just say, I like Genesis. I like the creation of the earth. Everyone should know that is a book in the Bible and just be like, that's my favorite one. Easy. He couldn't even do that much. That's really saying something. It's really sad.
Yeah. All right. But sure, MAGA, that's your loving, warm Trump who's so knowledgeable, smart, and I'm not positive can even read. Like, I assume he could read something. I assume he's not illiterate, but I'm not positive he's ever read a single book in his life. And if someone asks him and then says, he's gonna have to name a book, but I bet you he won't. But if he comes up with the name of a book, ask him what's in it. And I guarantee you he won't be able to explain it. Okay, all right. Or he could go home and read his wife's book. Okay, but he won't. But I'm not sure anybody else has either, so maybe we'll never find out if she likes him or not. It could be in the book and not a single person read it. Okay, and by the way, they got such a great relationship. Melania trying to cash in personally. The money's going to her, not the campaign, not to Trump, her. Trying to cash in before the campaign's over. I mean, I never see this.
Yeah, and how many times has she renegotiated her prenup also? So, we know why Melania's with him, and I guess good for her. Whatever.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.